So we've just come out of the Etihad and Wolves have lost the game 3-0 to Premier League holders, current champions, Manchester City. We're going to get stuck into the game and some of the incidents. First of all, I'm just going to go over to the gaff. Chris, your initial thoughts coming out of that?
Well, I have to say, again, we're playing against 12 men. Especially the first 15 minutes, we couldn't do a thing right, giving them everything. How long has this got to go on before somebody starts doing something about it? But at the end of the day, you can't give the chances that we gave to them. 2 gift goals, and we only lost 3-0. So there was some good bits in it, and I thought some of the new guys played quite well. That's LEAMORE especially, looks a good find. So I think we are getting better, but we just need to get better quicker.
Better quicker. I've got to concur with you. I'm going to come over to Paul, see what he thinks. I was literally, and I'm quite fairly calm-mannered person, and I was really annoyed the first 10-15 minutes with the ref. The yellow cards he gave our players. He's laughing and joking with Grealish after stuff as well. It's like, Grealish goes and it's die for simulation in the as well, and he doesn't get a yellow card. We have fouls. It just doesn't give it. I was really frustrated. That set the tone straight at the beginning. Paul,
what was Kilman booked for? I mean, what a great challenge that was. It wasn't dangerous for anything. We straight over and booked him straight away.
I tell you what, I absolutely agree on that. I was right in line with it. I've got it on the video. I'll put it on the match vlog as well. I might put it up on its own on a short or something. And you can make your own mind up on that. But no way was that a yellow card for me. It was a strong challenge, but fair. Paul.
And the best thing about that game is that it's out the way. I mean, you don't want to be playing games like this in the run-in, really. I know we've got Arsenal last game. We came here more in hope than expectation. We've got to be beating teams like Bournemouth, Southampton, the ones that are coming up, and I suppose you can effectively write this off today. But what killed us was the timing of the goals, just before half-time and just after. It's bad enough conceding just before half-time, but if you can keep it 1-0 after half-time for the longer it goes on, then they might start getting a bit twitchy. You might get a set piece, half chance, and manage to grab an equaliser. But that second goal just really killed the game.
The second goal, definitely penalty. And actually, we started really well in the second half. I mean, Lopetegui's made some good positive change at the start of the second half, and we were starting to push them back. And then we give away the penalty. That's bad enough. Okay, it happens. There seemed to be no argument on that. And then what is Jose Sarr doing, man?
But can I just say before that, when it was 1-0, what's his name, the new guy?
Sarabia. Let me know, is it Sarabia or is it Sarabia?
Sarabia nearly scores with his first touch, header near post. It was going in and it actually caught one of their players and went out for a corner. Suddenly you're looking at 1-1.
I know, it's amazing. What did you think about the Jose Sarr incident? Nearly did it in midweek. We got away with it, not this time. Not against Haaland.
This has been coming for a while, and he wasn't under any kind of extreme pressure. I mean, you can make a mistake if you're under real pressure, can't you? But it just seemed a bit lackadaisical. I'd like to know how much it's down to manager instructions as well, because clearly they're being told don't kick it long from the back. But yeah, that's not good enough from an international goalkeeper of his ability, and that really did kill the game, didn't it, at 3-0?
To be fair, I mean, I've got no problem with us trying to play out from the back. I think we need to move the ball quicker if we are going to do that. And like you said, he was under no pressure. It's literally a pass straight to him, and he's got to be doing better than that. He was at fault for the goal against Liverpool. He nearly get the ball away. I think he's
West Ham as well.
West Ham, yeah. I mean, he's a little bit out of form at the moment. Sorry, he needs to get that back after the short break that we've got. We come to the stadium here. It's a fantastic stadium, City. They're a fantastic team. Let's face it, they're not Premier League champions for no one. They're in the title challenge again for this year. They're a great side. So Wolves have lost 3-0. We've gifted them two goals, and the first goal, well, we should have defended it a little bit better. We're going to talk about our performance rating next. Your performance rating, Chris?
6.5.
6.5. Your performance rating, Paul? Going to come on to the man of the match in second.
I'd probably give it a 6 at a push. I thought in the last 15-20 minutes we were quite enterprising, and I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't get a goal as a consolation at least. I think Podence made a difference when he came on. not really sure why he was left out, to be honest, when he's our top scorer and been arguably our best player for a few weeks. So my performance rating's 6 at a push, but we were big architects of our own downfall at the start of the second half.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with a 6. I just want to make this point. We'll come back onto what you were going to say in a second. I felt that the starting lineup was wrong today. I can see what he's trying to do, but we never got into the game. We had no shots at all in the first half. We had 10 shots in the second half and 1 on target. Really? I think Pedence should have started for me. But he didn't change it. And anyway, we're going to do our LEAMORE Windows man of the match. And what points do you want to make as well, Chris?
I just think Mateus Nunes is getting better by the game, and I thought he was just about my man of the match, but very close, followed by Lamina.
Okay.
I thought he was excellent, and he's going to be a real find in there with Neves in midfield. Class player.
Some great points. Your LEAMORE Windows man of the match, Paul?
Yeah, a mention for Lamina. I think he's going to make a real difference to our team, but my man of the match is probably Nathan Collins, because I think in the first half he kept us in the game. He tried to use the ball well as well when we got it back, and I think he shades it for me. But final point from me is I'm sick and tired of our crosses not beating the first man.
Yeah.
The reason I think it is because we're taking too long to get the ball in, and the longer you wait, the more likely you are for someone to come and close you down. So I think that's got to be a target moving forwards. Get the ball in earlier, and you're less likely to hit the first man.
I know the producer made a point actually during the game, which I did chuckle. She says, why can't our centre-backs head the ball on target when they're attacking corners? And I just said, well, we've got Dawson coming in. He tends to score a few goals, but whether he'll start or not, I don't know. I'm going to give my LEAMORE Windows man of the match. Whose side I'm going to go to? I'm going to agree with Paul. Nathan Collins, he's had a lot of stick. He lost a bit of confidence, but he was magnificent. He made a great interception challenge on Haaland as he was clean through to pull it away. He had another great block. He was calm and collected. He started to look like the player that we were looking at, and I'm going to give it to him. Yeah, final thoughts, Gaff, from you for for everyone out there. Still hope?
Very much so. I think when I look at that team on the pitch now, I think, crikey, look at the players we've got here now. It's just getting them playing together and start winning a few matches, scoring a few goals, and I think it will come. I really do now.
Absolutely. And obviously there's still a week left of the transfer window, so there might be some more action. Free Joe Gomez, Flamingo, or whatever it is.
Right back, please.
And a right back. And and then obviously they'll probably get a few days off, and then we're going to come back and we've got Liverpool, but then like you say, we've got important games coming up as well. Southampton. Until then, from myself, Paul, and the great people behind us making a great noise, always Wolves!